Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi, Rara. So my name is Chittamred Rai Shetty. I have 3 years experience in this DevOps methodology, and I have mostly worked on Azure, Microsoft Azure Cloud, and DevOps tools as well. I have mostly covered all the resources like resource groups, virtual machines, and front-end application, APIM. So many resources will be there. Okay. If it comes to DevOps tools, I have implemented for the CI/CD pipelines. I have implemented Azure DevOps tools and SonarQube and Maven tool for the to build a Java project, and so Docker for the deployment, so continuous deployment. I have implemented Docker as well, and pushing image to the ACR Azure Container Registry, and I have knowledge on the Kubernetes as well from the cloud level AKS Azure Kubernetes Service. So deploying the APIs and front end, back end database applications on the AKS Azure Kubernetes Service. And this is like deployment part. So if it comes like infra part, also I have knowledge on the Terraform tool to creating infrastructure. Okay, and ARM templates and biceps as well. So these three will be there for the infra level to configure the architecture, to configure the Microsoft Azure resources. So this all like pretty much about me. Okay, yeah. So I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. So my screen is visible. Aurora?
Yes, it's visible to me.
Our screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. 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 Today I have a short describe about the DevOps. So DevOps and Microsoft Azure as well. So where we're implementing and why we need to use and whom to learn and where we're implementing this all the tools like Git we have, Maven, okay, Jenkins, all will we have. So I will tell you like where we're implementing this all tools, and then I will start the concept of Git. Okay, so for example, if you see any application, if you go and check the any application, any website, this is the domain we have. Okay, this is the domain we have. So inside the we have whatever, this is a domain. So whenever giving this domain, okay, hitting this data we are getting. So this data is nothing but application code like developer code. For example, developer wants to be change HTML basic examples like HTML basic commands. I want to change these examples to the commands. So he need to change the code level. So he need to a developer needs to be changed. So once the change will be done, again he will push the code into this domain. Okay, and once it is updated, so this is a process of like CI/CD deployment. CI is continuous integration and continuous deployment. And if you see the image, okay, if you see the image, this is the CI process. So whatever I'm mentioning, right? So this is the CI process, okay, and this is the CD process. Once deployment, so whatever he made changes, right? So once he made changes through the CI/CD process. This is the basic architecture of the DevOps. So we are implementing many tools like yeah, Git they are implementing. Okay, and so no need to learn all the tools. Okay, for the Git repository, for the code modification, it will learn for code modification, it will learn the Git. Okay, this is the one tool you need to learn, and a Maven tool for the build the Java project or any .NET projects, and test the code whatever we deploy the code, right? So this is a CI/CD process for the release. For the deployment, we are implementing Docker, and this is the like building the image. And in this image, we are deploying onto the Kubernetes, whether microservices APIs are deploying images on the application like that. So monitoring tools, we have many things. Okay, for engineering, also one of the best tools. Splunk also. Okay, this is only for the application monitoring, not for the infra. Okay, so these all tools will implement. Okay, we'll close to look in. So this today now close to look into this Git. Okay, so before learning Git, we need to jump onto Linux as well. So I will explain what is the Linux and what is the Windows. So these are like basic the hierarchical level. So the project should be like like this. Okay, so developer needs to be add the code and the change modification push to the repository once the deploy in the application, like as I already mentioned, CI and CD. So this need to be and deploying Kubernetes. This is like architecture. Okay, first the point, like where we're starting with the developer code. We're starting with developer code and pushing to the any repository location, like SCM code, like GitHub, Azure repository, anything. So if you want to add the application, need a developer code, right? So we need to write one developer code. So that's why I was mentioning this Git. Okay, this is like higher architecture level. Okay, this higher architecture level, and this is like a DevOps tool. So what are the tools we are implementing? I'm starting with this Git. Okay, before going to Git, I need to tell the Linux commands. Okay, if you see the, so basic, like what is the Git? So what is the Git? So for example, the developer has a code. Okay, developer has the code, and you need to push the code into the central repository. Okay, you need to push the code into the central repository. Again, what, and the developer, this is like a developer one made changes. Okay, this is like developer made changes, like changes one. Okay, changes one, this will be changes two, and this will be changes three, changes four. So many four developers are working at a time, and he is pushing changes to the central repository and pulling changes to the central to the local. This is the like basic architecture, but I will not be any confusion from here. Okay, will mostly close into Git has the like architecture. Okay, this is architecture we have from the Git. Okay, this is Git is like a source code management tool. It is like source code management tool, and we need a code modification push into like repository. How we are pushing the code repository, like here. So this is our local code. So this is our local code. Yeah, so yes, this is the local code. Using the git add command, we are pushing code to the index. Okay, and pushing index to the using git commit command. Once we pushed, and we are pushing code to the central repository. What I spoke to, right? Central repository. Simple central repository, nothing but like here. So yeah. So central repository, like one of the Azure DevOps cloud platform. Okay, and where we are code pushing. So in this code, nothing will be there. Okay, now I will create a few files, and I will add the code, or what is the code we have for the developer, or to push to the repository. This is how I'll explain the basic. Okay, we needs to be in local. Okay, then need to git add command, git commit command, and push the repository. Okay, and this part will learn the basic git commands as well. Okay, and yeah, before starting on Git, and what we are doing, okay, what we are doing, I have the local code, so I don't have any files in the local, so I need to create few files. Those files I'll push to the central repository, what I mentioned here, right? So yeah, here, this is a local for. Okay, as of now empty here. Okay, so I need to create few files. Okay, I need to create few files. Okay, and push to the git add, using git add git commit command, push to the directly to the central repository. This is a local, this is the local. Okay, and I'm pushing local to the central repository using the git commands. But before using git, we need to work on the Linux as well. Linux is like basic. I will explain like what is Linux. Okay, Linux is a basic operating system. For example, so now I start on the concept of Linux. Okay, so in this Linux command, I will tell you how we'll create the files, and how we'll add the files, and how will the delete the files. I will tell you this and all things. Okay, okay. So now I am the desktop location. Okay, now I have several files in my folder. Okay, in my current, I have several folders. I am go to this batch 20. Um, so now I'm going to like Chitti is my folder, and I'm going to this batch folder. I'm going. Okay, I'm going to the batch folder. So in this batch folder, I don't have any files. I don't have any files. Okay, I want to create this file. How I created? Okay, like so Git I have created. So how I created? Using the Windows operating system. This is a Windows operating system. For example, I want to create a file. How will create? I need to go to right click and I need to add. Okay, git commands. So like this, I need to add. How can I create? using CLI. CLI means command line interface. Okay, Linux is the operating system. In operating system, how will create these activities like creating a folder, creating a files? How will create using CLI. CLI means command line interface. Okay. For example, I was deleting these both the files. Okay. I was deleting both the files. Okay. So how will create? First, you need to go to the Git. Are you able to see, right? So show more. Okay, go to the show more and click on to open with bash. Okay, this is like Git. We need to install the Git and we can able to open. Okay, I already open. Okay, I was yeah. I will tell you few of the comments. Okay, there's a few comments. Okay, from the Linux. Okay, these comments I will explain now. Okay, okay. So open the Git. Open the Git. Think my screen is visible. Next. Okay. Okay, I have settled everything. Okay, now I'm in the batch folder. I was see here the path is same desktop. Okay, git and batch. This is the folder I have. See, desktop, gt and batch. If you see nothing, there's no folders. So how we can see whether this folder is there or not? Using the ls command. Okay, there's no files. How I created previously I created using the new folder, and if you want to add the text, you can add. So this is how I created from the Windows operating system. How can I create using Linux CLI? For the Linux operating system is like CLI, command line interface. How will create it? So how what are you doing right here? Right click, give the click new folder. But here there's a one command. Command is the mkdir. Mkdir nothing but okay. Mkdir nothing but make a directory. How will call here? We'll call has a folder like folder. Okay, we'll call as a folder like folder, but here directory we'll call like a directory. For example, I want to create git folder. Okay, git enter. If you see here, automatically it will get the folder here. Yes, I got it. Okay, but I need to create a file as well. How can I mean I want to create one more folder. Okay, I will create one more folder, mkdir. It means make a directory. Okay, it means make a directory. I want to create another folder, mkdir linux. If you see here, automatically other folder will be also created. Okay, if you see inside the linux folder, nothing will be there. I went in Windows directly by clicking of Linux folder. But how can I go in CLI command interface? How can I go inside? How can I go moving forward into the folder? There is a CD. CD means change a directory. It means we are going to the directory. So what is the directory name? I have the Linux. If you give the, there is a, if directly we can give tab, automatically it will select the folder name, because starting with the L letter, there is no folder. If you see, okay, before that I will list the folders. Okay, now I have the two folders. Okay, now I have the two folders. I want to switch into in this directory. How I switch into like Windows operating system, right? Like that only. I need to switch into Linux. How will do? Using the CD. CD means what? Change the directory. Okay, I was giving the first letter and giving the tab. It's automatically it will take the Linux folder. How it will take the Linux folder? Because starting with the L letter, there is no folders. That's why it picked the Linux. Okay, now I am in the inside. Now this path also same and this was also same. See, desktop, okay, Chitti and batch Linux. See here, here also desktop, Chitti, batch Linux. This is how we'll do. Okay, now I'm giving the ls command. Ls command is a list. Okay, ls nothing but list. Okay, don't confuse. Ls is a list command. Okay, this is how basic. How can I create the folder and how can I enter into the folder? Okay, now we'll how we'll do here. So now we'll create a few files. Okay, how will create files here? So for example, if you go here new files, I will tell you we can create through Windows operating system also. But what is the importance of CLI? What is the Linux operating system? What is the importance? I will tell you that one as well. Okay. So now I has created a file. Okay, file1.txt file I has created. Okay, previously I gave here ls command, there is no files, but if you give ls command, I can see this is created by the Windows. I'm not created from the command interface. So I want to create file in CLI, command interface. How will create? Files will be there, only one single file will be there. Okay, I want to create using the cat command. If you see here, this is a done. Okay, we can able to remove the folder as well. Will come later. Okay, now I want to create a files. Okay, how I did from the Windows side, same like that. I was create file in CLI as well. Okay, this is like basic commands. Okay, okay. Now I'm cat command. How I did it here? Cat greater than file name. Cap greater than and a file name. Okay, dot txt. We can create any extensions like dot txt, dot ppt, dot docx, or anything we can create. Okay, it means cat greater than file name dot. It will create the file, and we need to enter into that file, add the content. Okay, so now you see there's no files here. Okay, okay, I'm giving the command. You see here, I can see here the file name .txt is created. Okay, it's created, but inside the folder, inside the file name, there is no content. Okay, okay. Before that, I'm adding the content. Okay, this is so we are discussing from here itself, right? I'm adding this content. So I added mkdir folder name and rmdir. Okay, I added these three content. Enter and give, if you want to exit, give control C. Again I'm repeating, give control C. Control C is like exit. Okay, okay. Now I want to see this file. If you see file text.txt, there's nothing inside the data. If you see this file name.txt, there is a content. How can I see? We can see through both the Windows and operating system both as well. I was clicking double click here. See, whatever data added, it is showing, right? Okay. So I want to see from here also. How can see cat, okay, file name dot txt. Okay. Before that, I want to list the commands. Only two files we have. Okay. I want to see the whatever I have created the file, right? So file name dot txt. See the data. Previously, how you can see. So so this is the data I have here, right? From this is like Windows. This is a CLI. Okay. This is how we'll create the files. Okay. So now I added only three data I added. Okay, three details I added, three command details I added. I want to add more data. How we can do it? We can do same command using cat. Okay. What is the command of creating the file and what's the command? The command name is file cat greater than file name dot txt. This is a creating the file and adding the content. Okay, creating the file and adding the content. So if you want to add more content, okay, if you want to add more content, give double greater than. Okay, if you click this one, so previously I had it three. Okay, now I'm adding the one few more three lines of comments I need to add. Okay, this I want to add. Okay, I added three files extra. I'm giving the control C. Okay, now I want to see the data. If you click this one, up arrow, we'll get the previous commands. If you click that below arrow mark, you will get the below the commands. Okay, now I was clicking cat file name.txt. See, previously I added these three commands. Okay, and the later on I added this cat greater than file name.txt. These three I added, so I can able to see these three as well. Okay, I think you understand how we'll create the files and how we can add the content in that file. Okay, how we can add more content in that file. Okay, now we are good with creating files, adding more content on file. Okay, then you have a doubt. You have a doubt. Okay, what is the doubt? So whatever I'm doing from here, okay, I can able to do Windows also. Like what is the use of this Azure CLI? Sorry, this is CLI command line interface. What is the benefit? Okay, I will tell the benefit as well. I want to create one more file. Okay, like this manually I want to go here, create a new file like this only. But if you Linux command, if you use Linux commands, I can able to create single command 10 files I can create, 10 PPT I can create, 10 document I create, 10 Excel sheet I will create. Okay, we'll see how you can create. And before going to that, so cat file for the creating the file. Okay, so for example, if you have the same, before going to that, so I have, we can see cat file, we have this data. So for example, I want to, after 3 commands, okay, I will make changes. Okay, I will make changes on this file. I'm adding file, okay, file 1, file 2, okay, file 3, file 7. Okay, this is the data I added extra. Okay, I added the more content. Okay, if you see this one, okay, so now whatever adding the data, it is come there out of the file. See, I have added first three and added again 3. Okay, and again added 3. These files I added. So in between, I want to added inside the file, inside the at particular point, I want to add the data. How we can add the data? Using the vi command. Okay, if you queue vi command, if a file is already exist, okay, file name .txt, okay, file number txt, if you give like this, automatically it will go enter, it will go inside, it will go inside. If you click any keyboard, it will not work. Okay, before that we need to click on the I means insert. Okay, click on the I. If you see here file name, it will not showing anything. Okay, whenever giving the I insert, okay, now I can able to insert the data. So I want to add here, okay, dot file for I want to add. So inside, so whatever data you want, you can add it. Okay, or file 6, or file 6 you can add. So like this only we can add in between inside the content wherever I want, right? I can able to add the content. Okay, once it's done, give the escape button. Okay, click on to escape button. See, insert is went. So shift colon, see, shift colon WQ, it, this is like quitting. Okay, save the file. Okay, this will discuss more about this VA command. We can discuss more on this, okay, later. Okay, so I added the data. If you see these two data, I had file 4, file 5, file 6. So previously, as I told previously, using this touch command also I can able to create touch. Okay, for example, I can create linux dot txt. So I can able to create yeah, touch is not correct. Okay, so see here, linux was created here. See, linux was corrected. I think the naming is wrong. Okay, okay, so I want to create one more folder like linux. Okay, now I created the right one. Okay, I have created the new file is linux file name. So using how many ways do we can create the file? Using the cat command, okay, using the touch command, or using the va command. Okay, these three we can able to create the file, we can add the content. But what is the difference? Windows and operating system, the main thing is we can able to create using CLI many files we can create. For example, I can able to see here only few files will be there. Okay, I was going, so I was going back. Okay, I was going back to another folder. Okay, I was going to another folder. How we can go back? From Windows I can go back here, click this one, I want to go git folder. So how we can do this in the same CLI? Same, this is the commands. Okay, now I am in linux folder, I want to go to one step back. How we can do? Change the directory, giving a double dot, this command it will go backward. Okay, now I'm the same command, list command, so it will show the these two. Now I want to enter into a git command. Okay, how we can forward? Using the git cd means change directory and git. So now I am to git. Okay, if you see git, there's no files. Okay, I was listing the folder, there's no file. But here I can make, previously I was created using cat command. Okay, and vi command and touch command. Using touch command I can create many files. For example, touch, okay, file 1 txt, okay, file 2 dot txt. We n number of files we can create. Okay, So like this only we can create. You see here, I can see 3 files created at a time. Okay, this is easy to create. This is also like manual intervention. I also give file name, file 2, file 3, like that. So I don't want to give file 1, file 2, file 3. I want to single click. I want to create plenty of documents. Okay, or plenty of text files. How we can do? Same thing. Touch command only. So touch command, okay. File. Now here, give the colon, one double dot. Okay, how many files you want? For example, I want to 5 files. Okay, so I want to give the file document I will create. Okay, for this time I will create document. Okay, the extension, what is the extension of the document? DODX, DOCX. This is the extension. See here, there's no documents from here. Okay, see, if you see here, see, automatically document 1, document 2, document up to 5 is created. Okay, that is the beauty of this CLI. Okay, okay, like that only I want to create Excel files. What is the extension of the Excel file? Okay, Excel. So for this time I will create XML files. Okay, this is the XML file I create. See, there's no XML files, but now see, file XML1, XML2, it will create. Okay, I want to create PPTs. For example, I want to create 10 PPTs at a time. Okay, okay, see, automatically the PPT will create. See, PPT1, PPT2, PPT3, so like this. So this is how the beauty of the CLI. We can able to create at a time many files. Okay, so what we learned today? We learned today how we can create the folder. Okay, and how we can add the folder, how we can create the file, and how we can add the content in the file. In between, using touch command, how we can create many files. Okay, and we done it. So I have created plenty of files, but how can I remove it? How can I remove it? That's the thing, right? If you see directly, I can able to create ppt1 using the delete command. Okay, so like this one I can delete. See here, I have delete option. I can delete directly. If i want to if i want to delete all the commands, I can able to delete here, select all, I can able to delete. Okay, but these two things, how we can do from the CLI, I will explain. Okay, now I'm giving the ls command. Sorry, ls command. So this is the files we have. Okay, I want to remove the file. How we can do? File. Okay, I can able to see file1.txt. Okay, file1.txt, file1.txt. See, automatically this file 1 is deleted. How you can prove it? See the list command. This is file 1 is deleted. So I want to, if you want to delete a few more files, okay, and like a file 2 txt. What is file 3, right? File 3 txt. See, again I'm giving the command. There's no files. File 2, file 3 is deleted. I want to delete all the files. How can do? Using the single command. How will do? rm star. If you give like this, automatically all files will be deleted. See, list command, there's no files. I'm going back, coming git folder, there's no file. This is the beauty of the Linux. Okay, this is the basic things I had did. Okay, okay. Previously we have the git, right? Linux, right? I'm going to Linux. Okay, okay. Again, I want to go to the Linux folder. How can go back? CD. Now I'm in git folder. Okay, I want to go back. How can, using the CD, change it to double dot. Okay,
Sorry
okay.
to
Now
interrupt
I'm,
you, sir. I think this
yes,
is enough for the demo session.
ma'am. It is 3 more minutes also there. Okay, give me three
Okay,
minutes.
okay. Okay, okay.
Okay,
Not an issue. We can continue.
I'll take only 5 minutes. Okay,
Okay, okay, sure.
yeah. So now I am in the Linux Git folder, there's no files. Okay, I'm giving the ls command. Now we have two folders. Okay, I will go to the Git folder. I will add few files. Okay, I'll add few files using the touch command. How you can do? Use the 10 files. I'll create file 1.10. Okay, txt files I'll create. Okay, if you see, in a Git folder, so this what I'm trying to say. We can able to create the files. We can delete the files. Okay, we can able to delete the folders as well. Okay, we can able to delete the folders as well using the rmdir. Okay, that we'll do later. My agenda is okay. Now in use the pw command for the which directory we are in. We are in pw git folder. So I will come to batch. Okay, using the cd double dot. It is coming back. Okay, so this is the command I have. So I told you right previously how we can do. So I want to whatever the code we have, right, these two folders. So these two folders, okay, these two folders, I want to push the code into repository from here. There's no files here. Okay, there are no files. So before that, clone the code. Okay, how we'll elaborate more later. Okay, for the coming sections, how we'll clone this code using the git clone. Okay, I was adding this code command. Okay, it's cloned everything. If you see this file, there's no files here. Okay, there's no files here. There's no files. Okay, I'm clicking here. See, I have added the repository here. So I was going to repository. How will I do it? Using cd change directory cloud app. There are no files. Okay, so how I did it previously, how can create the files? Using the mkdir. Okay, mkdir, I will create yeah, Linux I will create. Yeah. Linux. Okay, I will create a Linux folder. Okay, see here. Okay, I will create again Git folder as well. Okay, mkdir Git. These two I created. I will add the files. How can I add the files? cd Linux I will go. Okay, I will add 10 files here. Touch cuth dot sorry file 1 dot okay 1 dot 10 files dot txt or docx, anything you want. Okay, again, so for example, I was clone this all code to from your my local. Okay, what I was trying to explain previously, right? So whatever we have, whatever code we have, I have cloned. Whatever here code, nothing is there. This is the like cloud app. This is the cloud app. This is like cloud app, and I'm cloned from the local. I was added the few files using the git add command. I'll push the code into repository. How I'll do? Okay, how I do? Using the few commands. What is the commands? Git add commands and git status command and git push. These three commands is main. Okay. Okay. So what is the command I told? Before that, I need to use the git init command. It is the initializing the code. Okay, it initialized. Installation was done. Okay. Okay. So now so now we have the cloud app, right? So I was entering this cloud app. Okay. Okay. Now I was entering the cloud app. I have created two folders I have created. These two files I will send from here. How can I send it? I have to clone the code using this clone. Okay, this user interface I will tell you how you can create the account, how you can clone the code, how you can create the repository. These are all things I will explain the next session. Okay, and now my agenda is whatever local files in these two files I will send from here. Okay, that is the demo I have shown previously, right? So this one I have the two files. One is okay, one is the gate and one is the Linux folder. So in this Linux files I have the files. Inside the files I have many files I have. So these files I need to send to repository. These two files send to repository using using these two commands: git add, git commit, git push. Okay, shortly we'll do. Okay, now I'm into same location. Okay, now I'm giving the list command. Okay, many files we have, going back. So now I have the two folders I have. Okay, I need to use the git status command. Git status command, what is saying, what is the modification files. So inside the git I didn't done any modification, I didn't add any files. Okay, I will add few files on the git. Okay, touch command. Okay, touch command. Here also I will create. Okay, git commands I will create. Command files I will create 1 to 10 files. Here also create. Here dotx I will create. Do or ppts I will create. So now I'll give cd backspace, because now we'll see which path I'm in. I'm in the right path, cloud app. Okay, I'm in the cloud app from here same. Okay, now I'm giving the git status command. Git status command, what is saying? Okay, it is showing red color. Red color means these two files are modified. I have shown previously. Here two files modified. Okay, two files modified. Yeah, git and linux, these two modified, and these two files push into repository using git command, git commit command, git push. Okay, if you want to see the status, you need to use the git status. Okay, that's why I have seen git status command. Okay, now I want to move. How can I move? Using the git add command. Okay, how can do? Using the git add command. So now I'm using git. Okay, git command -m for the message. Okay, just commit one. Okay, now I'm pushing git push. It is pushed into here. See, I was refresh this page, automatically the files will be there. See, git will be there. Okay, these files will be there. I think. Okay, this is the files we have. Okay, this is how we'll do it. This is a basic thing we need to do. Again, same thing we need to do Linux as well. Okay.